Welcome to Elementum's demonstration of IBM Datacap Taskmaster for accounts payable. So the first thing we'll look at is, as you can see, we have three images that have been pre-prepared, and we're going to do what's called a virtual scan of those. The next part of the process, which wouldn't normally be seen by an operator, is the batch profiler, and what this is doing is looking at those images to decide if it has recognized them as being seen by the system before. You can see we have additional conditions there, and what that means is that the system has recognized those images and immediately will go off to what's called rule runner. And now we've progressed into the verification screen. This first invoice has all been recognised correctly. You can see it's a single page with one line item. The next invoice, you can see the yellow background and the red characters indicate low confidence characters. And this is a multi-line invoice, and we can go in and view those details. You'll see it's got the 4 line items, it's reconciled, so we'll go done and we'll go to the next problem. Again, we've got a multi-page invoice with some low confidence characters, 4 lines. The green fields indicate that all validation has passed, so we can go off and that one has been completed. Now we've got a second demonstration, and this time you'll notice that we've got a new invoice in that the system hasn't recognized. So we go and categorize, and what this is, it's a multi-page invoice. We're going to go up and we're going to identify the main page, first page as the main page and the second page as a trailing page. That one's done. And so now we'll go back in and we'll run rule runner and verification. You can see the same again. This is invoices that are known to the system, as we saw before, reconciled. And then we go to the next problem. This time we see a new invoice unknown to the system, but the system has recognized the ABN, has done a vendor lookup, and has populated a number of fields. In this case, purchase order number hasn't been identified initially. So we'll go in there and we'll train the system to identify where the purchase order number is for future reference. And then we'll go in and we'll define lines, just making sure that we've picked up the GST and the invoice total correctly. Now we'll go in and add the first line. Go back to the first page, identify the item ID just by simply clicking on it, the item number and description. In this case, we'll scan out a little bit further in case there are ever any larger descriptions. Get the quantity, the unit value XGST and the line total. And then we'll do a bit of magic. We'll just go and find details. And you'll now see that the system has identified 20 line items. And we can also see that it has reconciled those 20 line items. Having done that, we just go to the next problem, which is our Sentry invoice that we've seen before. Again, view those details, balances beautifully. Next problem, and that batch is now complete. So now we'll go through and recognize all 4 of those invoices, having learnt that multi-page invoice. So we've done our V-scan, we're now doing batch profiler. As you can see again, it's come up with additional conditions, which means all of those invoices are known to the system and have been automatically separated. go and run Rule Runner, bypassing Flex ID. So Rule Runner is going off, recognising those invoices. That's done. And here we are back in the verification screen. You can see consistent results. And in this instance, you can see with the invoice that's been now seen the second time, we've captured the purchase order number. We've got some low confidence characters there, but they're all correct, and we reconcile the 20 line items. Go to our next problem. That'll take us to our last invoice. Again, all recognised correctly. Next problem, and that is that batch completed. And that completes our demonstration of IBM Datacap Taskmaster. Thanks for watching the demonstration. This is Gary Stevenson of Elementum. Goodbye.